Can you tell by my walk? Can you hear it in my talk? I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. Can't you see in my eyes? It should come as no surprise. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. The barely, barely cool. No, the barely cool. The barely, barely cool. Yeah, the barely cool. The barely, barely cool. No, the barely cool. Yeah.
Are we going? Is that?
You have to press it here.
No, I hit. It's red. Does
Oh
red
yeah,
mean-
I think
red
that
means
means
go.
We're going.
Hey!
Welcome to the Barely Cool Podcast again.
As
back.
always, I'm back, and Ben's here, and you might be like, "Why no mic? No mic?
No mic.
We're recording
No mic?
on our
I'm
phone."
not wearing a wire. I'm not. See?
Yeah, me
I'm
either.
not wearing one.
Me either. I'm not lifting up my shirt though, because I'm
Okay.
definitely not wearing a wire.
Okay. Take your
We're here at the movie theater.
Cineplex.
We're gonna watch.
Insidious 5, The Red Door.
I think it's 4 technically, because the 5th one, like the other one, was a prequel. It's the Red
I think
Door.
it calls it the 5.
I googled Insidious 4.
I think it says 5.
Okay, it might be 5.
Insidious, one of the Insidious.
The Red Door.
The Red Door, the one with the red door.
Yeah, we're watching that, and we're gonna do a little review after. It's currently
4:53.
4:53. The movie's gonna start in like 7 minutes, so we just thought let's do a little thing. I think it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna have fun.
Here's the thing, man. I like horror movies, no matter how bad they are.
I like
I'm gonna
horror
go in there and
movies.
I'm gonna get scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna start speaking in scary voices.
Is he gone?
Your eyes. You're gonna be closing your eyes. I'm gonna be right up next to you, going.
All I want to see is that little freaky red devil guy.
Yeah, Darth Maul.
That's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind his little face. That's like top 5 jump scares of all time in horror movies for me. In the first Insidious.
Yeah, it's
when he's
so
right
good.
behind him
With the painting.
Yeah, that one's top 5. The top one is flipping Strangers Pray at
That was
Night.
so good. What a garbage movie with such a horrifying
great.
little scene.
Go watch it, but yeah, if you're watching this right now, go watch it or pause it. Go watch Insidious.
Yeah,
in theaters.
all of them. Yeah.
All of them. Just watch all of them.
Yeah.
Then go watch it in theaters or torrent. I don't know what you freaks do. I can't do it.
Yeah.
If it's illegal, don't tell anybody about it. But do it, and then come back and you can watch, or you can do the review with us and go. Oh, I agree.
I agree with that.
Otherwise,
Ben and Judah were right when they said opinion.
Otherwise, you're just gonna be all frustrated and swearing.
Because this is gonna be, we're not gonna be spoiler free. We're gonna watch it and then we're gonna go, hey, remember that scene where they did this? And we're gonna, because like flipping.
What's a review if we're not spoiling it?
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah, click off. Most of you guys always click off.
We're also
like 4 minutes in anyway, so click off.
Just click off now then. We're 2:53. Save you a minute.
Get that minute back. Go spend it doing something you actually is productive.
Go get yourself a candy bar and I flick you a coin. Doing. Ding.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it's very on brand for us of the Barely Cool podcast that 2 of this year's biggest movies are out, Barbie and Oppenheimer, and we're watching Insidious: The Red Door. It's gonna be good.
Maybe we'll sneak in Oppenheimer after. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll sneak right in.
No, we don't do that.
No,
'Cause that's bad.
And if we did, we wouldn't
And
tell
we're
you.
good stewards of the earth.
All right, we'll see you guys in for you it'll be a second. For us, it'll be an hour and 48 minutes. 43 minutes.
47, I think.
Is it 47?
I think it's 47. Anymore? Are we recording?
Yeah.
It probably already beeped. It's over. The movie's over. We're done.
We're back.
We're done the movie. We're at Judah's apartment. It was good.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming to the Barely Cool podcast.
Thanks for listening.
That was awesome. Guys, welcome back to the Barely Cool podcast. Again, welcome back again. It's me, Judah. I'm holding the mic this time.
Ben, that's me. Judah's, we're here. We're here.
We're here together.
Judah's back. We're here together.
Yeah.
I did a solo podcast last week. Didn't like it.
And now we're reviewing Insidious, The Red Door.
Right off the bat, scale to 1 out of 10. Oh yeah, red. They're red. The mics are red.
Check it out.
Get it? We did that. We did that on purpose.
I like the red, actually.
The red is
It
fun.
pops.
It does pop, especially against your black clothing.
It feels kind of like a 70s. Like I feel like a 70s like talk show comedian would have like a red, and it would be like his staple.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
How you doing tonight? Happy to have you here.
Okay, scale,
yeah.
1 out of 10. What'd you think?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Can I do halves? Are we doing halves?
Yeah, you can do quarters if you want.
Oh, okay.
Could do really any decimal place. Just keep it to the
Okay.
the
I gotta do
highest tenth.
I gotta do some preamble stuff here. So, just for those of you watching,
Give me
at home,
your score and then
score
preamble.
first. Oh, like a postamble.
A postamble.
Postamble.
Give me your score and then justify it.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't give me your preamble and then.
It's hard right out of the gate. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you just gotta
say.
give it a gate. You can adjust it later if you
Yeah.
like.
I'll start high. I'll start with like an 8.
Really? An 8?
Okay, and then now the postamble. 8 out of 10.
postamble. 8 out of 10. Postamble from Judah.
I love movies, and I love horror movies. So, horror movies get such a pass for me. So, like an 8 out of 10 is really good. In terms of average movies, and I have so many horror movies that I would rank really high. And then there's like probably other 8 out of 10s that people would be like, "You're saying that's the same?" And I'm like, "Well, no, but I guess like." It's not the best movie I've ever seen.
No.
But I think 8, maybe a 7.5. Like this is what I do. I start high and I walk myself down.
Yeah.
I would say a 7.5 probably.
7.5?
Yeah, because it reminded me of the first one. Not as good as the first one. The first one is like a better movie. Like it's shot better. It pays more attention to like color grading and stuff. Some weird choices are made with color in the first movie. This one, though, I would say is definitely better than the third Insidious movie.
Yes.
And better than the last Key.
Anything is better than those movies.
Yeah. I liked there's kind of they were a little heavy-handed with it a bit, but the themes of like trauma and mental health and like family and growth, you can't just bury that stuff.
Yeah.
They were a little heavy-handed. There's that one line where that Dalton is like, "You can't forget. You have to remember."
Which came like really suddenly, almost.
Yes.
Where it's like they were suddenly just standing back,
Yeah,
all good,
and then
and
it's
they're
just
like,
like,
"No, we can't forget."
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay,
yeah, like relax.
that was like a little bit like, whoa, boom.
yeah, little.
Let's forget about the demon for a sec.
Yeah, little bit.
This is about mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little heavy-handed there,
Yeah.
but it recontextualizes the second one.
Yeah.
And if you look at the first, second, and this one as like a trilogy, it holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
The second, I'm in the past, I've been known to be a second Insidious kind of hater. Not that I hate it, but like to me, some of the like the tie-ins that they do to the first movie, it's almost like it makes the first movie less scary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So where like
Yeah.
in the first movie the door slams open a bunch
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, and then you watch the second movie, it's like, oh, it's him. It's
Yeah,
the dad
it's-
doing
yeah.
that. So then you rewatch the first one, you're like, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
That's him doing that.
Yeah.
So that bothered me. But if you look at it all as like a trilogy, it ties in really nice. And this movie they did not give you breathing room
No.
for scares. It's
Not
like
at all.
scare, 2 seconds breathing room, scare, 2 minutes breathing room, scare.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
Yeah.
every
There
time.
was no like daylight.
Yes.
Oh, it's daylight for 10 minutes.
So many
Yeah.
movies, like even the first Insidious movie,
Yeah.
you get your breathing room where you go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most horror movies.
Yeah.
It becomes daytime.
Yeah.
And now they're debriefing
Yeah.
what they experienced
You
last
might get
night.
a scare during the
Yeah.
daytime, but then
And you can debrief.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie, it was just like, okay, we're on Dalton. Dalton's scared.
Yeah.
This thing happens with Dalton. This thing happens with Dalton. Oh, okay, breather because we're back to the dad, Josh. Oh, this thing happens with
Yeah.
Josh. This thing's happening with Josh. Spooky. Josh scare. Back to Dalton. Dalton scare. It was
Yeah.
just like, oh my
Yeah, I know.
jeez.
I know. It was something else.
And the scares were pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
They didn't feel cheap, but I would say 7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
But I like 7.5 too. 7.5 is good. I will say, if it's an Insidious or a Conjuring, it automatically starts at 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that franchise, like I said today, I texted you before we went, and I said I think this movie's supposed to be pretty poopy, but I love these franchises.
Yeah.
I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
If it's The Conjuring or if it's Insidious, it can't be below 5 out of 10 because they're just fantastic.
Yeah. It would have to be really, really bad.
Yeah.
I think
garbage. Maybe The Last Key.
That's pretty bad.
But
That's probably
it's
like a 4.
It still, I think, sits at 5 just because it's an Insidious movie. But it doesn't really feel like an Insidious movie. Maybe I'll have to rethink about that.
That's my problem with
Maybe
The
I'll have
Last
to
Key.
rethink
It
about
doesn't
that.
feel like an Insidious movie.
Just feels like a one-off on its own thing.
If it's a bad movie, but it still feels like it fits in. Because The Nun, not great, but I have so much fun with it.
Yeah,
and I have fun with it.
I haven't seen a Conjuring movie that I didn't enjoy yet.
Yeah.
Except the last one was the closest to
Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do
that
It.
wasn't very good. But whatever.
We
We're
had a
talking
lot
about
of fun
Insidious
with it,
here,
though.
though. We did. See, because The Conjuring is interesting.
They're fun.
And that's why they are automatically 5 out of 10. Other than that, I would have liked. I get it. I get you don't want to do the exact same thing you did in the second one, but I would have liked to see the demon kind of play around in Dalton's body for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being like a minute where it's like, oh, he took over his body, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
And then he never gets back.
Yeah, because he shows up, he's about to do something, and then it's like, oh, he's got to go back to the spirit realm.
Because here's the thing that I understand. You don't want it to be just like the second one because the dad kind of got that lady ran around in him.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about the Insidious universe, the whole point is that these entities, like the whole first movie is around this, want to be alive again.
Yeah.
They want to possess your body. That's what they want. So you're trying to tell me that like this demon who's been trying to do this for like a decade gets in and then is like, finally, I've achieved what I've been trying to do. Geez, I have this soul. And then just leaves?
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes later and goes, well, frick that. I got to go kill the rest of them in the spirit realm. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
What's the deal? I don't remember the end of the second one with the killer, the Black Bride or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what happens to her.
Did they send her to hell? Like, why was
I
she
can't remember
not
what happens
in this
to her.
one?
I
or-
think she just gets sent back to the realm.
Yeah, like I would have thought she would have popped up.
Yeah,
because she popped up, but sort of like symbolically in like flashbacks.
Yeah,
of like Dalton fighting the dad in the second. Yeah. I liked that. I liked that they tied into the second one really well.
I did like that. There were a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the first thing where I was like,
yeah,
why? Like I get it. There's no like I know. They wanted to end it. They wanted to end the movie.
Yeah.
But I would have been happy if it was a 2-hour, 30-minute runtime and they spent 30 more minutes with the demon kind of running around in Dalton's body.
I also felt like
a little bit more of a fight in the spirit realm, maybe.
I felt like the nod to Specs and what's his face, the two like helper guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
I thought that was fun, but then I was like, oh, now they're gonna go reach out to them to get help.
Nope.
And then it was like, no, and I was like, well, like, yeah, it felt like a little rushed.
Yeah.
Where the characters were like, we got to figure this out right now in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, flipping.
And like, it doesn't, people make movies that are 3 hours now.
Yeah.
It's fine. Take your time.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush.
An hour and 43, 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I would rather trade off a bit more runtime and have it not feel rushed.
Yeah.
But I liked that they kept the actors.
I did. That felt very
real
and authentic.
Dalton
because,
did well.
Yeah, Dalton did do well. Yeah, the fact that they were all the same kids, just growing up, that was great. That made me feel. It made the universe feel more cohesive.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, this is old Dalton now. He looks different, but he's Dalton still. But there was I liked how they tied the universe together. I think they have to be done there though. They have
for that family.
Now it feels like a cheating if they reopen that family story.
Yeah,
it has to be done now.
The only I would love to see. I think what they really did wrong about the last key and the flippin', what was the third one called?
I don't remember what it was called. It had what's her face in it though.
Yeah, I think when they used the two helper guys, they struck gold with those guys.
They do.
Even in the first movie,
they do,
and the second movie, and it's like, if you gave them a spin-off and
Yeah.
had it be legitimately scary,
Yeah.
I think that'd be solid.
Yeah. With a little bit of comedic relief from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's unrelated,
Yeah.
but like you really use them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like I think they're in the third one a little bit.
I think they are a little bit. Yeah.
And it's just like they're not really like used to their fullest potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really think though that like in the first movie's so good even as a standalone. It holds up really well. And then they like made so much money and changed like the culture of horror movies a little bit, and they were like, frick, why did we kill off what's her face?
Yeah.
And then every movie since then has been them like fighting with that decision in the first one that they killed one of the most interesting characters, and then every time they have to be like, she's still kind of here.
Or like in the spirit realm.
or like a prequel for her. And it's just like
They
Yeah,
I don't think they were expecting it.
No,
to,
I don't think so
to
either.
do what it did. Yeah, but like those two guys though, I've never identified with a character more.
They're so
in terms
fun.
Of us,
yes.
I think we would crush a character like that.
We could do that movie. We could do a prequel for them.
We could.
We could be their
us
prequel.
Being young.
Yeah.
Holy frick.
We could be
We
them.
should do that.
Specs and the other guy.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember
he's
his
got a
name
normal
is.
name.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
should do
Thomas.
that. We should do that. You could be Specs.
I could be Specs.
I could be the other guy. I got to gain a little weight.
Specs, he draws stuff too.
Yeah, I think he does.
He does in the
I think
first
he
movie
does.
because Elise is whispering to him and he's the one who's
Yeah.
drawing the flipping thing.
Holy frick.
Yeah. That could be
Sony.
me. Yeah.
Blumhouse.
Jason Blum.
We're here. Reach out. Yeah.
But I liked it.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I was entertained the whole time. It was scary. The
I
MRI
went-
scene is going to give me flipping nightmares.
Terrifying,
That
dude.
was horrifying because it touched on some of my biggest
Yeah.
fears.
I don't want to ever have one of those.
In that closed spaces.
Yeah.
That's when it touched on. I know a lot of people are scared of those. I have another thing. I cannot handle really, really loud noises. Like loud, like horns.
Yeah.
Like I do this thing now when I get off the train in the morning and it's pulling out of Newmarket Station. It feels weird to just go. Like I'm like, if people look, they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" So I pull my phone up. I'm talking on the phone.
Yeah. Nice.
Like I'm trying to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just the train's going by. That's what I,
Nice.
That's what I do every morning now. Because the sound of the train horn.
It's a lot. It's
it actually like overwhelms me.
Yeah.
Like it actually sends me into a panic. So
Yeah.
what did they do in that scene? Closed spaces,
Loud, consistent
noises,
noise.
yeah, and then something crawling at you
Yeah.
in the closed space and you can't escape.
Also,
well
like,
done with that.
even
scene.
just
that was the
after-
scariest scene of the whole movie.
After that scene where they're like, where he's just like, "Oh yeah, you were asleep," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's so scary."
Yeah, I know.
That like,
Yeah.
it's similar to that fear that people have of like when they're getting surgery that like they're gonna be put under, but like still feel and be conscious.
Yeah.
It's like that where it's like he's conscious of what's going
Yeah.
on. But like to everyone else in the
Yeah.
world, it's like he's asleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he wasn't though.
Yeah,
like-
something very disorienting about what the characters experience, where it's like they have this scary thing, and
Yeah.
then they go back, and people are like, "What?
Yeah.
What happened?" And you're like, "What? You didn't?"
The scene of when he's trying to look behind him and he's lying down, and there's that like you just see the form of it. I'm just like,
That's like it's the scary. That MRI scene was
it was really
a
scary.
great scene.
It was really good.
like
'Cause it was long too, and they
Yeah.
managed to make the whole thing scary.
It makes it like I was saying before. I said that it's like I have a top list for jump scares. That makes it up there.
It's pretty good.
Honestly, not even just jump scares, just like generally like how scared am I consistently in a scene.
I'm not gonna be able to ever. It's also like I was thinking that in the moment where like people are already scared of getting MRIs and
Yeah.
stuff because
Yeah.
of like the claustrophobia and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be terrified if I have to get
if I have to
one.
ever
That's
get-
all I'm gonna think
Yeah,
about is
I
that
know.
scene.
I'm gonna be like, "Where's this
Yeah.
lady?"
Yeah.
That was a really scary scene.
It was like super scary.
Yeah, like that was like it touched on everything. That scares me.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with that scene. Whoever did the MRI scene in Insidious
good.
5. Jeez, you deserve an Oscar. That was a good scene.
Also, like, okay, yawn.
It's okay. Yawn.
Flipping directed by Patrick Wilson.
That's yeah.
He did really
Patrick
good.
Wilson, did you direct this?
Apparently,
It seems like it.
the credits said so.
It must have. I'm guessing like he's been involved in so many horror movies and like two
True.
of the biggest horror movie franchises. like modern horror movie
Yeah.
franchises. Not like we're not talking about Friday the
Yeah, he's
13th.
picked up the flipping trick of the trade.
Yeah, so I guess he's just been like, hey, can I have my like shot at
Yeah.
directing one of these? I've been on
Which
these sets.
Arguably, like that's another reason I think I started at 8 was because it would have been so easy to freak this movie
Yeah.
out. To be like, okay, the third one, not great.
Yeah.
The fourth one, the last key,
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
To be like, all right, we're gonna give it another go with the same characters.
Yeah.
You could have just like ruined the legacy of the first
Yeah.
two,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Nope.
It was fine.
Nope.
It
I
was
thought it
enjoyable.
was really good.
Yeah, I would definitely watch it again.
It was scary, but also had
Yeah.
more depth to it.
Yeah, I would love to do
and wrapped it up real nice.
like a have a bunch of friends over late at night and do bang 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 like 1, 2, and 3.
2, and 5.
One, two, yeah. I'm already thinking of this as 3. The other
Yeah.
ones don't exist
Yeah,
anymore.
those
I
ones
don't
are-
care.
Frick off.
Yeah.
Insidious 3 and the Last Key.
Yeah.
Frick them. We hate them.
That would be such a fun
That would be fun.
back to back to back night
Oh, that would be.
because they do flow well.
Yeah, they
Um,
do. Well, they're almost like they're right. Like
Yeah.
Well, 1 and 2 are like
Yeah.
bang bang. And 3 is 10
the
years
only
later,
thing
but
I think
picks
that
right up.
maybe would be tiresome is if you just watched Insidious and Insidious 2, like the little flashbacks in this one, you'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I get it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was cool. I
Yeah.
thought it was really well
I
done.
thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
I do recommend people see it if you like the
Yep.
first Insidious.
Yeah.
If you like any of the Insidious movies, this one is not the worst one in the franchise.
No,
by,
not even
by a
close.
long shot.
It's probably better than the second one.
I think it might be.
I think so.
The second one, I don't remember being overly afraid. I remember being sad.
I don't even really remember the second one. The second one does not occupy a very large part of my mind
The second one is
because it felt bad
it has two
compared to the first one.
it has two kind of bad people in it.
Yeah.
Because there's the old, they do like a reveal.
Mhm.
So there's the old lady in the black dress,
Mm-hmm.
and then they reveal, oh, that was like a guy actually who was
Yeah.
killing people
Yeah.
way back. And then, but then you see his past, and it's like he's being abused by his mother who wanted a daughter.
Yeah.
And so, like, I remember being like very sad for his character, being like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he was clearly messed up by an abusive
Yeah.
like family life and
Yeah.
stuff. And so yeah, I remember watching that being like, oh, that's a
Yeah.
little too real.
Yeah.
It's a little too sad. Like
I'm here to get scared.
the
here,
first Insidious
people.
movie is like a demon, and it's
Yeah.
like he wants to get you. This one's like
Yeah.
the tortured soul of a serial killer who was
Yeah.
horribly abused by family and it's like, oh,
Yeah. Gross.
he wants another shot at life because his first life was so sad, and you're
Yeah.
like, I kind
It
of want him
of-
to get it, maybe.
Kind of,
like,
yeah, it kind of humanizes the character too
Yeah.
much. Where it's like, I just want it to be a creepy, like insidious entity.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need.
You're right. You're right.
Like that's the thing about that one too, where it was like it made the first one less scary, and then also yeah, it's like it felt a little more real. Whereas like I'm fully okay with just like spooky ghost coming to get you, little demon guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That demon was good.
yeah,
It's like the nun, Valak
yeah.
from The
I say
Conjuring.
your name, Alec.
I better go back to hell.
Dude, the Nun too.
Yeah. I'm excited.
That one actually looks fine.
It does look okay,
The
but I
first-
mean the Nun one looked good too, and it was not good.
Dude, the Nun
was-
one is a trip.
Yeah. It was.
I actually. Okay, there's some stuff in the Nun that's not scary at all.
No.
They literally have like zombies in that
Yeah.
movie. But some of it is pretty scary.
Yep.
Especially like right when they first get there,
Yeah.
and like there's like that weird, like old nun who's like, she's like waiting outside, and they do their like silence
Yeah.
thing. She's fully shrouded, and then they're like, it seems like she's alive, but she's actually dead. I
Yeah.
think. And then yeah, there's some scary moments in there.
It
for
is.
Sure.
It is. It is. It is a scary movie.
And
And
then-
Valak scares the crap out
When
of me.
she sends, I actually at them in the like. In the theater watching it, I was like, I can't believe they're doing this
Yeah.
at the end. And then looking back, I'm like, I gotta respect it.
Yeah.
When they literally have a vial of Christ's blood that she puts in her mouth
Yeah.
and then spits on the demon,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's camp.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's like kind of like
It
a
doesn't feel as serious as the Insidious is. Yeah.
or like The Conjuring at
Yeah.
all. Like, but it's like
The Conjuring.
It's like to me, I'm like, it's like this weird. It's almost like a symbol for like communion.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, to literally
Definitely
be like
weird.
The nun shows up in this isolated monastery that they also happen to have like a vial of Jesus's blood.
Yeah.
And they've like sealed this demon down there.
Yeah. And then doesn't it end up getting away anyways into that guy? And then that's the like flashback you see in the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
Is them.
Yeah. So she fails.
The exorcising.
Yeah. There's like the pit where they first sealed the nun. There's a bunch of water. She's under the water, and she comes up and goes, and like spits, and then it goes back into the thing, and it's like, and it closes up.
Yeah, but then it gets out.
Yeah, and then they do the flashback to the first one with the French guy.
That was the one that like messed up Lorraine.
Yeah,
because you see her like,
yeah.
Because little do you know that it's actually Valak the whole time.
Yes,
the
throughout the first
behind
and
the
the
scene.
second, and
yeah,
it's also like
behind the scenes.
I thought the girl died in The Nun. I might have to rewatch it.
I have to rewatch it
because
too. I don't remember.
I thought the only guy who got away was the French guy, and that he was the guy who was possessed and had the little cross thing and whatever.
Yeah,
but
I don't. I got to rewatch them all before I watch The Nun 2. I should have watched Insidious 2 before I watched this one.
I should have watched.
They did a really helpful flashback.
The flashbacks to both were good because when they were in the painting, I was like, it's the guy from the first movie. I didn't realize they were going to keep going into the second one and do that whole like trauma with the dad and which is fair. Like I remember watching the first Insidious, and being like, oh, that's a lot, and then the second one, watching that. And being like, oh, they're gonna need therapy.
Yeah, that's what I said
like,
too. And
your dad just tried to kill you.
The mom puts it perfectly, where it's like they don't know.
Yeah,
they don't know.
They saw your face.
Yeah, they don't know that this is like they don't know what's possessed you.
Yeah,
this is their dad.
Even if they know, consciously, the image is their dad chasing him with a hammer.
And it sounds to me like this family handled that the worst way possible, which was let's bring a hypnotist in,
repress.
And just repress and make you forget it. Yeah. So that we can move on and heal from it. And I'm like, that's not.
Well, but in their mind, it was like, if you know about the demons, they're coming. So don't know about them.
But
like, I agree.
But then it's like the mom sitting here going like, oh, like this is why I left. Because like I couldn't live this lie anymore. And I'm like, okay, but like you had an opportunity to like go to therapy and like heal these wounds. Yeah. And you just kind of went like, nah, I'm going to lie to my kids for a decade. Yeah. And I understand it was hard, but like.
You also, I agree.
You could have done something else. You could have tried harder.
In the narrative, like if that was me, and like my wife was going through this, and then you had to like do the repression thing, and like all of a sudden things start getting hard, and like you're leading towards divorce. It's like, all right, let's bring this out, and then figure this out together. Yeah, because this whole like lying thing is not working.
This thing didn't work. Yeah, look what it's done to our family.
Rather than just being like, oh, that's all we got. Yeah, and I can't do this anymore. Yeah. But, you know, you got to do something.
I mean, I get it. And it works with the movie. I get it.
You have to, because you have to start off on a rough point.
Yeah, you have to. I get it. I understand. But it doesn't make sense.
There's I really want to watch. I want to rewatch The Exorcist.
Yeah. I haven't watched those in years.
Good flick. I've never seen the second and third one. I've never seen the second Exorcist. I've heard. I think it's rated awful. The third one is rated quite high.
Really?
In comparison, because the second one they were like, "Oh, it's gonna keep going."
I think seconds are hard to do.
It was weird. I think it was like. I think I might be wrong. So if you're a big horror fan, correct me, or don't. Like, shut up. I don't know. I just said I might be wrong.
I don't want
Leave
any
me alone.
more hurtful comments on our YouTube.
Leave
videos.
me alone. But like the. I believe what happened is, so The Exorcist is a book written by William Peter Blatty. And then he wrote a sequel, and the sequel is also pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think what happened is the movie came out.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, we're going to do a sequel. The author went, all right, let me have a hand at this. Let me get in this. They went, nah, we're good. And he went, what? Yeah. And so they were like, yeah, we bought the rights to this. We're just going to do it. And so they made the second one. It's bad.
Yeah.
Then years later, he came back like Bet You Want Me Now, directed the third one, and the third one's good. And I think the third one is based on the sequel book. So it's like the second book is the third movie, I think. I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure he directed it, and people like in the horror scene kind of like it a lot.
Okay. We'll have to give it a go then.
We should.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense why the second one sucks. I was going to say second ones always just kind of suck.
They can be hard.
In most movie franchises, I feel like the only exception is Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
I don't know. Scarlett on our episode was saying that second movies out of 3 are her favorites normally.
Really?
And I think Lord of the Rings.
Did we agree with that?
I think we did.
And we like talked about a bunch of movie franchises?
Yeah, let's go through it again though.
Well, obviously Lord of the Rings 2 Towers is the top.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back is the best.
Yeah.
Of that trilogy.
Yes.
What's
some other movies that are 3?
Harry Potter has 7, so, and then
she specifically said of 3.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what movie of 3. Shrek 2 is really good.
Yeah, we talked about Shrek.
Yeah.
That was her big one.
Yeah.
Narnia. Nope.
No.
First one's the best.
Because they only made 3 of that, didn't they?
They made Lion Witch from the Wardrobe. Another
Prince
one.
Caspian and the Dawn Treader.
Prince Caspian and the Dawn Treader, and then no,
Prince
Caspian and then
I mean.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, 2 separate movies.
Those are the 3.
Yeah, but I don't remember the other 2.
What was the order on those ones?
Prince Caspian was second.
Was it?
Yeah.
That one's so much worse than the Dawn Treader.
Yeah,
I believe.
I don't remember them. I don't remember it. I'm still frustrated by the first one that they all get old and they go back and become kids again. It's very. I remember as a kid, it was so disorienting to me.
Yeah, it's in the book too.
I know. I get C.S. Lewis wrote it that way. I understand now, but as a kid, I watched the second movie and I was like, "What the hell?"
Aren't they redoing Narnia? I heard.
Really?
Like a mini series or a Netflix thing?
That sounds about right. Might as well beat the cash cow a little harder.
See, I would be mad at that if anything other than the first Narnia movie was good.
That's fair.
But they're not good. No. The first Narnia movie, pretty solid.
The books are good.
But like
oh, the first Narnia movie is a masterpiece.
It's really good.
I love it.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
but
battle scene music.
Crazy.
Shut up. It's good stuff.
Shut up at home. You listening.
Frick off. It's
good stuff. That's why I
listen to it in the car sometimes.
Yeah.
When I want to get hyped up.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really care about them redoing it though, is because as long as you don't destroy the first one, and you do well enough that you can actually make all of them. I would love to see all of those movies.
Yep.
And I would actually, controversial opinion, some people think some of the Narnia books are boring, and some of them are. But I think it would be cool. I would love to see the magician's nephew.
Yep.
And like all the boy and his horse or whatever.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
I should reread those.
Yeah, I should read them.
Okay, yeah, let me... Where did they...
I never officially read the books. I know the story.
I never read them,
the books.
Technically. My dad read them to me when I was young.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hear that, guys? Judah had a good relationship with his father.
Still do.
Wow, what's that like?
I don't know. He calls me every night to read me more books.
Speaking of which. Hey, Dad. What's tonight?
Yeah, what are we up to tonight? What chapter?
Letters? Oh, okay. Non-fiction
it's just
this
all
time?
C.S. Lewis. Hey, the Screw Tape Letters are fiction.
Is it a narrative?
Yeah.
I haven't read it in so flippin' long. I can't remember.
Well,
I get it mixed up with all his other ones.
It's not... it's narrative in a weird way, but it is still fiction. You can do fiction and have it not be a narrative.
No, I know, but I mean is there a story? It's not just like a theology.
Yeah, it's the Screw Tape Letters is the one where the demons are writing letters to each other about the family, going, "This is what we did this time.
Yes.
This is what we did this."
Yes. Yeah. Now I remember.
Which I believe is where that quote comes from. The greatest lie the devil ever told was convincing the world he didn't exist.
That is probably from that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Demons and ghouls.
Or is that Mere Christianity? I don't flippin' know. No, it's definitely not in that. It's in Screw Tape
Flippin' okay, one thing though that I was like, and I'm still thinking about Insidious.
Back to Insidious.
This one. Like, what are you doing? Why are you releasing this movie in July?
I don't
understand.
I think they just kind of gave up.
Like, I get that, like, it was 5:00 on what day is it, Monday?
Yeah.
But, like, you can't be releasing a movie and it having 6 people in the theater this soon after release. Yeah. Like, you've screwed yourself.
Yeah. And most of the people came in late. Me and Judah were the only ones there for the start.
Yeah. And then the next people came in, like, 2 minutes in. The next people came in, like, a solid 10 minutes in.
Yeah. The movie was like, you don't even know what's going on if you come into the movie that late.
Yes.
You've missed the entire intro sequence.
All the exposition.
Yeah.
Where's your expository entrance?
Amen.
I don't understand.
Frick off.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I should have spat on him.
Leave. Yeah, like I'm like I and not only in July.
I
not
don't know.
only
I can't explain
in
it.
July.
At the same time
At
as
the same time as Oppenheimer and Barbie
and Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I like
Not
and
that Mission Impossible is like amazing,
No,
but
it's tanking.
it's a big ticket name, I should say.
Tanking right
Is
now.
it doing bad? I think they've reached their Mission Impossible limit.
It's also I think they just screwed themselves on release time.
Right.
I think the
Everyone's
Barbie and
going to see
Oppenheimer have
Oppenheimer and
become
Barbie.
so culturally
Well, TikTok flipping took over
it's
it.
massive.
Yeah.
Twitter, everything.
Yeah.
And so it's like the movies are
Well,
expensive.
Twitter-
the average person's not going to see every movie.
Yeah.
If already 2 movies are in the cultural zeitgeist, are you really spending money to go see the 9 billionth Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
As good as it may be, they're great action movies.
Yeah.
But like that, you're spending upwards of $60 at this point
No.
just on yourself.
Yeah.
If you're going with someone else,
Yeah.
it's even more.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money,
Yeah.
a lot of cash.
Amen. Especially right now, interest rates are high.
Like I will not be seeing
Groceries cost a lot of money, guys.
Yeah,
You
thanks,
don't have enough money.
Galen Weston.
Yeah,
that his
frick you,
name?
Galen. That is Galen Weston.
He's gone
the
now.
CEO of Loblaws.
He left.
Well, he resigned as the
Yeah,
CEO.
he had to with his fat check to go
Yeah.
slink away to I don't know your $1 billion house in Muskoka
I
or
think
something.
I think he still is like
He's like
on
the board or something. Probably.
I'm pretty sure like he is like his dad's the one who started it, so he's got to have some kind of stake in the company still.
But like flipping.
He just stepped down as CEO because that's what I would do. I'm like enough of
Leave me alone!
of going to these like legislative
Yeah.
meetings, being like, oh, let me explain why butter is $7.
You know what I would do?
I give it to somebody else.
Charge less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't give myself
Listen,
a huge
man.
raise during
Listen,
the world's
man.
pandemic.
Listen, man.
He gave himself a big raise.
If you were actually in that position, money might go to your head.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I don't think
That's what I mean.
I think we all sit down
That's
here
fair.
and
That's
we go.
fair. I see what you're saying.
And we all sit down and we go. This is what I would do if I was there.
Yeah.
I would. I'm tired of paying $7 for butter.
But
Yeah, when you're making $9 million a year, you're not worried about $7 butter.
More than that.
However, I don't care how
A
much.
lot more
well,
than
the money
that.
he makes, a lot of money.
He's a billionaire with a B.
Yeah, he makes a lot of money. But
I agree. I see what you're saying.
if I was in
especially
his
because-
shoes, I'd probably do the flipping same thing.
especially because he
I'm
grew
not
up
yeah.
with it. So you can't like
It's not
his
like he
entire
came from poor.
his entire life has been wealth.
Yeah, he didn't build that.
Yeah.
His dad built the company.
To not
Yeah.
to turn away that wealth
Yeah.
would be it's so easy
I
to be
think
corrupted by money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not immune to the corrupting power of money. And,
Yeah, that's fair.
And influence and status.
Yeah,
I
don't even want it.
No,
like in that
because I
level.
don't trust myself
Yeah.
with it. I want enough to live a comfortable lifestyle, but I don't want to be like some filthy rich person who like runs a company, whose like revenue is based on like people trying to buy a need.
Yeah,
It's not just like
that's horrifying.
It's one thing if you're like Apple, whatever,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to buy the newest iPhone. You do that.
We all cry for the billionaires.
Frick off. But I think I would get corrupted. I don't want to be there.
I would too.
So yeah, when people say that, they're like, "Well, if I was Galen Weston, I'd be like, if you were Galen Weston, you'd be in your $1 billion mansion in Muskoka too."
Well, it's not even that. It's. I think we've talked about this before. Maybe not on the podcast, but just you and me. That mindset of if I were Galen Weston, I wouldn't do that. And it's like you would never be Galen Weston in the first place.
Yeah.
The only people who manage to maintain that level of success and money
Yeah.
are the people who make those
Yeah,
decisions.
yeah.
That's the point. The
Super hyper alpha men.
The fact that you
usually
don't make those
Yeah.
decisions, as
Yeah.
cutthroat as they are,
Yeah.
is what is
Yeah.
stopping a lot of not stopping people from getting that level of wealth. It's almost impossible to accrue $1 billion.
But that's why there's so many people who only have really small substrata of like hyper successful
Yeah.
animal men.
Yeah.
And some obviously it's not all men, but
It's like
it is mostly
it's
men.
sociopathic.
Yeah, because they'll never stop.
No.
That's they're like they will forego family,
Yeah.
children, every other
Yeah.
relationship in their life to reach like the pinnacle of their like
Yeah.
chosen social
Yeah.
hierarchy.
Which there is no pinnacle. You're going to keep going.
Yeah, like
You're
those
never
guys.
happy.
There's only a really small group of people who are that flippin'
And even
dedicated.
those people, like, I don't know
ferocious.
if we have. I was gonna say any. That's not true. There's very few people who are at that level of success and wealth who started with nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of them started
Yeah.
with something,
Yeah.
or their family owned
Yeah.
a mine somewhere.
Yeah.
and then
Traded slaves,
Transport.
transported them.
And then flipping like Bill Gates. I don't think started with
No.
a lot.
I
But-
like there are a couple people who built not really those like super. There are people
Yeah.
who are like millionaires.
Oh,
and, like,
millionaires
a
are not that
lot,
hard. I think.
and like you know hundreds
Yeah.
of millions.
What's the Sigma grind set? You could have if you don't have a Lamborghini in today's day and age, you're not working hard enough.
If I
You're not using AI or whatever.
I don't have what it takes
I don't know.
to reach that level.
No, because it's sociopathic.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
I-
Is to be that in love with money and
Yeah,
in
power.
material things
Yeah.
is sociopathic.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
cut like the people who tout AI like
Yeah.
it's the next big thing and like to make money. I'm like, you're ignoring the repercussions of
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
on people.
Yeah.
And like there's artists and stuff. I'll use quotes for that. There's people who like use AI to make art and sell it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, they're literally typing in real artists
Yeah.
in like the prompts
Yeah.
to create this art. And I've seen people like their brains are fried.
Yeah.
Where they're like DMing artists, being like, "Hey, can I use your Instagram as like a learning point for my AI so I can create art?"
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But like, this is the level of like
Yeah.
just insane ignorance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
I can't get with it.
I'll say this. Check this out.
You're gonna
Ben.
circle back.
It's almost
circle?
like money is our demons.
Whoa.
Think about that.
Whoa. Do you think about that, guys?
Think about that.
They're trying. They're
Valak
trying.
spelled backwards is dollar.
They're trying to possess your soul.
Yeah.
Will you let them? Will you
Yeah.
travel into the further?
The dollar
Yeah,
bill.
I couldn't do it.
No.
The Dalton bill.
Dalton bill.
You know how I know I couldn't do it too is because I can't even do it on a small scale. When I'm at work, people are like, "Hey man, there's overtime tonight. You should take it, man. Get that money." And I'm like, "I'm going. I'm gonna leave an hour early."
Yeah.
Like, I'm still
No, thank
punched
you.
in. I left at 4:30 today.
Yeah.
I did like my last call at like 3:45.
Yeah.
Flipping. I'm not there
No.
to grind,
No.
bro. I'm there to punch in and leave.
It's the same as like even with tattooing where I'm like I have set an hourly rate. I go
Yeah.
below that so often.
Yeah.
Because I do the math in my head and I go, "Oh, I don't
Yeah.
like that. That's too high.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel bad."
Yeah.
I like do like the hours of how long we've been tattooing. I look at the times by the hourly rate and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
That's a lot
I'm
of
going to feel
cash.
bad
Yeah.
asking for that from them."
Yeah.
Because I have a soul and morals and yeah, dude, I couldn't. I couldn't, dude.
I just value my life
yeah.
outside of work and outside of
Yeah.
a Sigma grind set.
The stresses of work and who baby they are there are not from money
No.
normally.
No.
It's out of a fear of like other things.
Yeah.
Of like
Yeah.
letting people down
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't care about
Yeah.
money. I was saying that to Maddie today.
Yeah.
Like we were kind of like talking about it and I was just like, I don't care if I never buy a house.
No.
I'm so content in my
Yeah.
life to work the jobs I have, to
Yeah.
spend time with you,
Yeah.
her and you.
Yeah. Thank you.
To spend time on the podcast, do the podcast. Don't brush it off. I'll kiss your knee right now. But like, yeah, I don't need more.
I agree. Like I said, I need enough to not have to worry about where I'm going to buy
Yeah.
like food.
Yeah.
That's
If
like,
something happens to my
so-
car, it's not going to
Yeah.
send me into
I'm not
homelessness.
sitting here going, forget about it.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're getting your next meal tomorrow? Flipping forget it.
Yeah.
Money doesn't matter. I'm not saying that.
No, we're speaking from a
Yeah,
place of comfort
I'm speaking
and
from a
privilege.
place where I know where my meal in a month and a half is
Yeah.
going to come from. But so I need that, but I don't need to reach
Yeah.
this like other level. Even like the investing is so easy now with
Oh,
like
yeah.
Wealth Simple
Yeah.
You know, or Quest Trade. It's never been easier for you to just download on your phone, put some money in there, and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a flipping QQQ ETF. Like, it's so easy. And so there's people in my life who are like,
Yeah.
you gotta get in on this,
Watch
man.
those stocks.
Now's
Watch
the
those
time.
stocks.
And I'm
Bro,
like,
check out this podcast. Dude, they're going to let you know I'm like the first, way ahead of everyone. You're going to get in the, join this Discord group, dude. We're all going to go in on this together. Then we're going to pump and sell. Pump and sell. Move on to the next one.
Yeah. And there's certain people in my life who give me like, where they go, hey, this is something interesting. And I'm like, and I trust them and I go, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe I will look into that. But I'm not constantly being like, flippin', I got to get in on this next thing, man.
Oh, shoot, it went down.
Wait, the recession's coming.
It went down a percentile. Yeah. I'm selling everything.
I know. I did that for a little bit.
So did I.
And I'd be at school in my classes. And the professor would be chatting, and I'd be on Well Simple being like, holy frick, should I sell? And I'm like, it's awful, man. I hate it. I don't want to do it anymore. And there are people who like occupy their lives with this stuff.
Yeah, I did crypto for a bit, and
crypto sucks.
It was awful.
I lost so much money.
I didn't. I doubled, but
oh really?
I
lost like $200.
I almost 10 timesed it.
Holy frick.
And I was like, no, it's going up. It's going higher, and then it dropped, and I got out at double. So
okay.
I was like,
in your whole crypto journey, that was all you did. Yeah. I think I put like $200 total in my whole journey over multiple months.
I put 5,
and I think I ended up losing it. And then like or like I had like $50 left, and then the company, I just left it there. And I cashed out, and I forgot about it. And then the company like stopped doing Bitcoin, and like stopped doing other cryptos. And they like emailed me, and they're like, "Hey, you have this money left in your account. Like, claim it by now, or like we'll just consider it forfaited." And then I was going to, and I never did. Yeah. And so like I don't know where the money is.
Yeah, I did. I did. I had like $500. It was going real good.
This is like years ago.
Going real good.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for like, Bitcoin's gonna hit this.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin's gonna hit $1.
Yeah.
I think all in, like with all of my money, like Dogecoin I made money on too. But all in, I was like, I think I doubled my money, but it was like I could have made more.
Yeah.
And
you'd have to be constantly checking it. Yeah. And focused on it.
I think it hit like $4,000.
Yeah.
And then it dropped in like a day, and I got out, and I was like, holy frick, that could have gone bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose $500.
Yeah.
You crazy?
For real. I just can't.
Actually, you know what it was? I had $1,000 in all in. I had $500 in like normal stuff, and I think I put $500 in Dogecoin.
Holy frick.
As like and Dogecoin I doubled. Everything else I evened out, and I when Dogecoin was like going like that, I made money on Dogecoin, doubled it, and then I pulled everything out of everything. I was like, crypto's a flipping scam, and I got out. It's insane. It's nonsense. Who cares?
Scary stuff, man.
Yeah, too many people are like so possessed.
Oh,
with that stuff.
Anissa, my wife.
I got so scared. My heart jumped a little after that spooky movie.
Hi, love.
That scared me. We're almost done.
We're almost done.
Maybe.
We're pretty much done. We're done in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What?
We did not do 15 before we did
3.5.
We were late. Is that bread? Ooh. Nothing scary about that.
Yeah, we're almost done. It took us a second to set this all up, too. Anyways, guys, our wife just walked in. And
we're going to do like maybe a couple more minutes just goofing, and then we're going to get the flip out of here.
Yeah, so don't let money rule your life. Don't let the demon of money possess your soul.
Yeah, how did we start talking about that?
I don't know. I just got into it. I think this was Galen Weston. I think that's how it started.
He's a
frick
demon.
that guy.
I'm sorry, that's not true. He's a human being.
I mean, butter's $7, Judah.
Butter is $9. I don't
know.
Is it $9? I'm pretty sure it's $9. I don't know if I'm seeing $7.
How much is butter? Okay.
I got it.
$9.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sounds about right.
It's been a while since
$6.99 is burned into my head from somewhere.
That makes sense. What about cheese? Cheese is expensive.
Cheese is flipping.
You guys you're still buying meat. Meat's got to be nutso right now.
Meat's actually not that bad.
Okay.
Well, we shop at No Frills.
So do we.
And I mean, the meat is not great.
You think I'm going to flipping?
Yeah.
I've been in a metro, dude.
The only thing I'll go to Sobeys for bread because the bread at No Frills sucks.
What, really?
What bread do you get?
What's it called? Mill something? I'll go get it.
I don't like the like bread brands. I go into like the places where they cook it in or they bake it in store. Yeah, I can't get on board with it. Poopy bread. I go to like Sobeys and I get the like we baked this in the store today bread.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's got to be. It can't be that much more money. How much is a loaf of bread?
No, it's like $3.
That's not that bad.
No, $2.69.
That's what I'm paying like probably $1.70. So for a little bit
it's
more,
worth
for
it.
better
It's worth
bread.
it. It it does go bad faster because
Yes.
it doesn't not chocked full of preservatives.
Yeah.
So you do have to eat it fairly quick.
I'm pretty sure like 70% of the chemicals that are in that white bread over there are also found in a cigarette. So,
Probably. There is yeah. I like a good bread. So I'll go to a Sobeys for a bread.
yeah.
That's about it. Bread. Sometimes
Costco's got good baked stuff.
they do have good
Good
stuff.
bagels,
They
good
got
bread.
amazing bagels.
They're so good.
I love their bagels.
They're so good.
They're and they always get the 2 for a deal.
Oh
For
yeah, and the just
any two
cake muffins.
any varieties.
Those giant
Those are not
muffins.
Muffins. Don't call them muffins. Those are cupcakes.
They're big old cakes, size of your head.
That's an I think we talked about it before. I hate when people eat muffins for like breakfast. I'm not talking like a healthy muffin. You put like
Yeah,
whole
no, I
oats
know what
in
you
it.
mean. I know what you mean.
They'll eat like a muffin, like a chocolate chip muffin that they bought at the grocery
Yeah.
store, and they're like, "No, I'm just having a nice breakfast." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "That is."
I mean, I'll do that, but
so many calories.
But I acknowledge that it's
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. It's not good for you.
No,
it's
but
it's cake.
but I would have cake for breakfast too, and
So would
do the
I,
same
but I'm
thing.
not. I'm not walking around touting it like,
Yeah.
look at me with my muffin.
Yeah,
Shut the hell up.
because but the muffin PR team has got to be going crazy.
I know.
because the muffin press is so good.
Yeah.
it like
People are still convinced that muffin is a breakfast.
People are
food.
convinced that like a
Yeah.
muffin and a banana is like a healthy
Yeah.
start to your day.
Yeah.
It's not at all. Not at all.
No.
That's fat
No.
and sugar.
Yeah. Flippin', take it easy.
I'll do it, but I'm not convinced that it's a good move.
Try some avocado toast.
Oh, frick off. That's so good.
I love avocado.
I probably have
I don't have
avocados.
enough of it. It's
that
too.
are-
It's good. They go bad so dang fast.
They do. I probably have some that are bad in the fridge as we speak.
Yum. They do. Maddie
Well-
confirmed it.
Guys, what time is it? 47
Maybe
plus
we can
the
wrap
3
it up.
minutes? That's probably...
Holy frick!
What in God's name was that?
The orange juice just fell off. Inexplicably fell off the table. No one moved it. No one pushed it. It was.
Someone's
I-
astral
It
projecting.
was honestly nowhere near the edge. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't the bread.
It flew.
It was Valak.
I speak your name, Alec.
I send you back to hell.
All right.
Anyways, Insidious was good. 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah. I would
give it an
say
8.
you're going up to 8.
Yeah.
You were at a 7.
I like it. I think it deserves an 8. It was
I
good.
liked it. It was so much better.
I
It could have been
enjoyed
awful.
it.
Patrick Wilson, incredible directing.
Yeah, someone should let him direct again.
Yeah. He should make exclusively horror movies. He's so good
He's
at
good
them.
in all of them. All right, thanks for listening to the Really Cool Podcast.
Can we
Hope
get Patrick Wilson on the podcast?
We
I
should
would
try.
Flippin'.
He's so cool looking.
Lose it if I could get Patrick Wilson on the podcast.
Patrick Wilson, you should come on the podcast
Yeah.
talk about what it's like to direct a horror movie
Yeah.
and star in 2 of the biggest franchises.
And Watchmen with Zack Snyder. Crazy.
Yeah, flipping nutty. Anyways,
Thanks for
hope
listening.
you watched Insidious and you didn't just listen to this without watching it.
Yeah.
If you did, go watch it.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Nominate Padre. What do they say?
Don't get an MRI anytime soon.
Yeah.
Holy frick. I'm never getting an MRI ever again.
We should end with the Lord's Prayer.
Amen.
Our
Yes,
Father.
I don't remember.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Let me try.
Our Father, who art in heaven, give us this
hallowed be thy name.
Well, yeah,
You don't
I
even
don't know
remember it.
Hallowed be thy name. Give
Are we
us
doing
this
KJV?
day. Probably.
Hallowed be thy name.
When did we get the bread?
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day
our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Let's go KJV. Thine is the power and glory forever and ever.
Amen.
Thanks for listening to the Really Cool Podcast, guys. Don't
Bye.
get possessed. Bye.
I've been barely cool for a while, cool with a wink or a smile, but I'm cooler than you are with or without us. I've started, this is really hard for me. Well, I'll stop myself if nobody else does.
Okay.
What are you vomiting, dude? The vomit in that
vomit
movie.
guy!
That was